Good morning. I'm gonna talk to you upstairs in a minute, but I wanted to do this vlog style to show you I'm doing the sourdough starter thing. This is Dough-rothy. I've been watching a lot of Golden Girls while in the kitchen, so I figured Dough-rothy and Dough-phia, mother feeds the daughter. I don't know. It was funny at the time. Figured they could hang out with me in the kitchen. And last night, I was worried that I gave her water that was a little too hot and killed everything. So I kept a little bit and, fed it and just making sure we're on day 7. Had a false rise on day 2. Doesn't seem dead, but isn't really actively doing anything. I've heard this is normal. It can be anywhere from a week to like a month. I'm expecting a month. I don't want to put any pressure on you. You could never disappoint me. You could never disappoint me. I put you in there. Dough. Hey, Mercedes dough. Hey. I love you. My goodness, thank you. You helping me so nice. Hey. I kiss you on your head. Here they are, napping like a hurricane. Ta-da! Hell yeah. I'm gonna put on some makeup because I want to. It's been a while. I want it to face down more. Ugh. There we go, I don't know. Welcome, or welcome back. Is this candle gonna stay lit? Is it gonna stay lit, fam? I believe fam is lit. Keep the lid for it right here, so hopefully I remember to blow it out right away when I'm done. For my friends with anxiety, and myself later in case I forget. It is blown out. When I say I want to do makeup, let's not exaggerate. I'm gonna put on mascara and do something to my eyebrows, because if you pick at your skin, you might understand how this came to be. I have been taking my Vyvanse for a month now, and I've been playing catch up with everything, and it's been going well. Obviously, I'm prioritizing other stuff over YouTube, so sorry about that. But let me fill you in on kind of what I've been doing. I immediately stopped talking. I'm really grateful to be in a place where I get to have the things that I need, which is evidently ADHD medication. The differences are kind of underwhelming and completely life-changing at the same time. For instance, I still wanted to keep sitting on the couch earlier, but the cat jumped off of me and I told myself, well, I'm gonna go do XYZ in the kitchen when the cat gets off of me. And I got up and did the things that I wanted to do because I was able to go brain to body with that thought instead of brain and it's locked out at the gates of body, if that makes sense. Having access to executive functioning is exquisite. Because of this, I am able to accomplish, obviously, a lot of stuff that I've wanted to but haven't been able to, including but not limited to a new series of cooking videos, because now that I finally have achieved some level of stability, I actually have it in me to do meal prep for my brother. Because if you're new here or you're not aware for any reason, I am 35. My younger brother is in his early to mid 20s and he has substantial support needs. And I want him to have access to meals that he will actively enjoy instead of just, what do I have the energy to make for myself today? Oh, I guess it's microwaved, blah, blah, whatever, for the 4th day in a row. And yes, sometimes autistic people do enjoy repetition in foods. There'll be a hyperfixation meal, But like, what happens when you get over that and it's still all you have energy to make for yourself? So that is where cooking for Caleb is going to come in. I'm going to hopefully help some of you folks who might have trouble feeding yourself to do so, because I have my own struggles, but I'd like to do this for my brother. If I have struggles and I'm going to be preparing the meals, I can kind of try to give advice on how I try to make it as efficient and compatible with my own needs as possible, while meeting his nutritional needs and like taste desires. There's a little menu that I have, and we're gonna be making stuff that can go in the freezer and then be put in the microwave or be cooked in the oven or on the stovetop. The main shtick is that it is going to be prepared, frozen, and ready for him to just warm up in whatever way he is feeling that day. And some stuff might even be like a lasagna or something. I might put something like that in there that he has to cook in the oven on a day that he feels like putting something in the oven for 45 minutes or whatever, instead of just into the microwave for a couple minutes. And don't get me wrong, he is capable of cooking, and he is a good cook, and he's capable of baking, and he is an excellent baker. I live for the times that I get to have his chocolate chip cookies that he made. But with that being said, no matter your skills or talents, depending on who you are and how your brain works, you might not have access to what it takes to execute all of those things every single day. So basically, to take the pressure off of my sibling thinking about how to feed himself and get enough XYZ so that he feels right and la la la, I'm gonna try to take on some of the active labor of that. Active labor is a real thing, and that's not... Thankfully, our mother took care of the active labor, but the active cooking I'm going to take care of. And then if there's any adjustments or anything, he'll let me know. It'll get the stamp of approval or not. We shall see. But I'm really excited to finally be able to do that. I've been wanting to for literal years. And it's obviously going to become a series on this channel because our family is not the only family on the planet who has to think about this sort of thing. And when you're just figuring out, well, where do I start? How do I make sure that my adult loved one who has a disability gets all the food that they want to be eating and need to be eating without burning themselves out? Or, for some people, just not really eating properly or at all. Let's figure out how to do this. I've also been doing a little bit of gardening. I've got this celery. There's a little butt end of celery that I saved and like put in water. It did roots, and then now it's been growing for months, and they're all very small, but there are stalks coming up of celery. I don't know, but it's interesting watching things grow. And I've also taken up sourdough as previously established. What hasn't yet established is like my starter, but that's okay. From my understanding of how things are supposed to be, I'm just gonna like mix them together tonight because the internet didn't tell me not to. And if people in the comments tell me not to, it will be too late by the time you see this. But if I have to start over again, I will listen to your advice on the next go. I bought myself a little crochet hook, $1.75 crochet hook that I got from Dollar Tree, I believe. It was one of the dollar stores, Dollar Tree or Dollarama. Which one? Tree or Ama? AMA. Anyway, I also picked up some like dollar store balls of yarn because I need to see if I enjoy this hobby. I need to see if I can do this hobby, and I need to see if I'm good at this and want to actually, pursue it as a way to spend some time that would have previously been spent fretting. I'm making like a quilt. I've got these granny squares of, I can't remember the name of the stitch, but it's like a very basic beginner stitch that I'm just making 20 stitch by 20 stitch squares of a few different colors, and I'm gonna make some sort of checkerboard design maybe, I don't know. I still have to decide what color I want to put around all of the edges and stitch all of them together with. Do I want that to be a different color or one of the colors in there? I have to pick up more gray because I have fully run out, which is good, because it means that all of the above seem to be checked off with the enjoy it, can I do it, do I like it, do I want to do it, yes, 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 hell yeah. So that's a thing that I've been doing in the evenings. I've been kind of structuring my day around take my significant other to place of employment, spend time kind of gathering myself, getting ready for the day, spending time with the animals, stroll with the pooch before the medication I took earlier in the morning kicks in. And then I decide to start doing things, and then I do things, and I get them done. Things that have intimidated me to the moon and back for years, and finally, I'm able to actually clean up this mess that I call my life and start living it. It's like, wow, oh my gosh, right? It's wonderful. This new medication doesn't give me motivation, but the saddle's on the horse. All I have to do is decide to get on, if that makes sense. I'm, believe it or not really a horse girl. I don't know anything about them. They're beautiful. Maybe it's a placebo thing, but I think I've gotten, I don't even want to say better. I think it has made me less bad at like the video games that I enjoy, which is nice. I don't know that I'll ever live stream playing a video game because people are mean and I'm not good at games. I'm trying. I'm finally figuring out how to like aim properly. My issue for the longest time, I play Marvel Rivals. I have a habit in that game of looking at the character's hands. So I play healer a lot. I literally need a new S key on my keyboard because I have fingernails and play support a lot. So I'm running backwards behind people trying to heal them. That's all my way of trying to sidestep admitting that I'm actually a coward. How do you know you're a coward? Your S key is literally broken. It's being held together with tape right now, just like my life was until quite recently. But I think I've gotten better at aiming because I like actually can focus on and remember, oh yeah, there's the little in the middle of the screen instead of like the healing is coming out of her hands. Ow! That's not what she says, that's what I say when I'm clicking the mouse. Anyway, I don't look at her hands as much anymore as I look at the pow. Lo and behold, my accuracy has gone from like less than 15%, more than 3% though, on average, to between 15 and 23% now. Which, like, I don't care if it was just good timing. I was like getting good as the medication came into my life, but I also kind of think that it just helps me be better at the things that I want to do, which makes me very happy because I was kind of worried about what might happen if I didn't actually need this medication. Like, part of me, I don't think believed my diagnoses fully. Like, yeah, but there's always that little voice in the back of my head that was planted there by folks who were doing their best a long time ago. It says like, you're just lazy, you're not trying hard enough, you don't want it badly enough, you have an attitude, you're too much, you're too emotional, you're too XYZ, you're too 1, 2, 3, you're too blah blah blah. But it turns out that voice is a little more quiet now, which is great. Yeah. My skin has gotten a lot thicker. If you don't follow me on TikTok, same username over there with my first name as the whatever. I sang a silly little song one day so if you're not from Alberta, there was a teacher's strike that happened and people were all up in arms about that for many reasons, and I'm not talking about that. I am about to tell you a story of a TikTok. I was reading news, not actively, just like you kind of see things that are going on around you when you're on the internet, la la la. And I'm always singing something to myself, to the animals. Like, just call me Weird Al Layla. Like, I'm making parodies all the time. And one popped into my head and I was like, I should record this before I forget during my like morning time coffee and hang out with the animals before doing the things moment. So I'm in what the kids I think call an oodie. An hoodie, one of them big floofy things. I've worn them a lot on this channel probably because I'm from Canada and also I don't want to pay a bunch for my heating bill. So instead of turning it up, I put on the biggest, floofiest, comfiest thing that I own. Anyway, this all is important because of nothing. Anyway, I recorded myself singing, there's a song called Alberta Bound by an artist named Paul Brandt, and I did a parody of that stating that the premiere was going to burn it to the ground. And now it has 27,000 views and way more likes than comments, but most of the comments are from what I presume to be bots or people who felt triggered by, someone with my views popping up on their For You page, like, oh, get this shit off my feed type of thing. I get it, I've been there. Anyway, it's a lot of people. Some have told me, like, don't you have a septum piercing to get? Wearing an oodie, whatever. That's a word that I saw a lot in the comments. People are pointing that out. They pointed out my puzzle piece tattoo and lip piercing. One guy told me that maid was an option for me, but the vast majority of comments on that post are supposed Albertans telling me to leave. Like, oh, get out of this province. Oh, are you from somewhere else? Don't come here. And it's all very aggressive. And I don't know, like a year ago, I probably would have been responding to more of the comments and like feeling upset about some of them. But I don't know, if you were a wounded animal, would you not strike out when backed into a corner? Those comments that are from real people, I believe are from real people who don't have as much of an outlet in real life as maybe they might benefit from. So off they go in the comments. And I'd rather it land on my page than somebody who's gonna believe things that people are saying about them. All the stuff that the little voice in my head goes, oh, but you're actually blah, 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 blah. Many of those comments were, you know, saying that like, oh, you're lazy. Oh, who's this? A lazy teacher? Oh, wow. You just want to live off of everybody else's dime. Oh, you're a bum. Blah, 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 blah. Like, okay, but that's just noise. And I'm able to decide. I have to decide. It is on me to decide. But I'm now able to decide where I put my attention. And it wasn't on my elbow just then. It was on trying to say what I was trying to say. Anyway, thank you for watching. My eyebrows are ridiculous, and I don't care. I care a little bit. Welcome to the stage. Care a little bit. Care a little bit. Care a little bit what my eyebrows look like. Only a little bit, though. Not enough to make them look good. Anyway, that's kind of the rundown of how things have been going. In this exact moment, I'm realizing something that I forgot probably approximately a month ago that I should address. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. I believe it. I believe now that I have ADHD. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. And what is going on in your world? What's happening with you? I'm going to try to share a little bit of the Christmas season with you. What do we even have planned? We're going to make Rice Krispie treats as a family, and it's going to be wonderful. It's what I've always wanted. And so much that I had to say it like that. And it's great, and I'm excited, and yeah. Do something kind for someone sometime. I don't want to say today. What if you're wrestling with like fatigue and low spoons and like you already have other stuff going on and you have to prioritize being kind to yourself? Do something kind for someone eventually, but be kind to yourself today. Remember to make time for that. Don't forget. And I'll be here. I don't know when this series of cooking for Caleb is what it's going to be called. Did I say that already? I don't know. I don't know when the cooking series is going to land. Mostly because I want to figure out kind of like the structure of the videos, and my brother's making an animated intro for it. So I'm excited and I want to wait for that. I don't want to have some sort of like half patootied version without the sick animation intro at the beginning. So I'm not gonna put anything out until the intro is done, but that doesn't mean I can't start recording things. I don't know what I should make first, but I got a cute little portion container that I can freeze things for him. That's that. I'm gonna try to come back like in a week or so. If I disappear for 3 or 4, just know that it's because I'm running around catching things on fire and putting them out again, but everything is fine. And I say this because I don't want anyone to worry if I just like, oh, hey, here I am, and then silence without prior indication of impending silence, you know? But I have been on social media, so if you don't follow me there and you're curious about my goings-on and whereabouts, you won't learn much about that either, but I share memes on Instagram. Same username. I have a personal account too. I won't be offended if you follow me there, but I usually follow people back that I know on my... Just who cares, Kalela? Come on. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to be kind to yourself and others today, and I'm gonna go and upload this bad boy to Drive and edit it. Feels good to be back. Oh, we are so back, baby. We are so back. Okay, thank you. Bye.